Welcome all of you BSc third year students. Last period we have seen the Sibas culture. Among this Sibas culture we have studied that is the introduction, then we have seen classification of Sibas, then we have seen general characters of Sibas, let's calcarifer, food feeding, reproduction. Up to here we have studied in last PPT, last period. Hope you have seen my videos and understood those commercial fishes, commercial animals, these are to be cultured and grow the fish production in aquaculture techniques and fish nutrition. The next point of this article is to be we have seen, that is seed production. Seed production, as we have seen, food feeding, reproduction, sexes are separate, sexual dimorphism is to be not seen, reproduction, these are to be occur throughout year, these fishes, these are to be reproduced, but pig spawning, these are to be occur, pig breeding, these are to be occur from April to August month, and after these months, these fishes, these are to be grow, these are to be increase. Seed production for the culture of Sibas, for the culture of let's calcarifer or the ASEAN perch, how we can produce, how we can collect the seed. That is why the prime source, prime requisite, prime importance for the culture of Sibas is the seed production. Fair good quality, desired quality of seed these are to produce, desired quality of seed these are to be available for the culture of these Sibas. Sibas brood stock can be obtained from the wild as well as from the grow out ponds or cages. Not only the seed of these fishes, these are to be collected, the seed these are to be collected from the wild sources, that is the rivers, reservoirs and tributaries, those are to be naturally flow from one part to the another part or from the east side of India as well as the western side of India. Means a wild way, wild manner, wild conditions, seed these are to be collected, these are to be gathered. As well as seed these are to be produced, seed these are to be collected with ponds and cages. In those pond, fishes these are to be cultured. In those pond, these fishes these are to be grow, or in cages, these fishes these are to be grow. From ponds and cages, seeds these are to be produced, seed these are to be formed. In the early life stages, the majority of the Sibas appear to be male. The interesting character these are to be seen. In early life stages of the Sibas, majority of the Sibas appear to be male, but when they are reach a body weight of 4 to 6 kg, then majority becomes female. Earlier stages, these fishes these are to be look like the males, but as these fish these are to be grow 4 to 6 kg, then majority becomes the females. At present, there are two major techniques employed in mass production of Sibas in South East Asian countries for the mass production of Sibas seed. Two techniques these are to be imported, two techniques these are to be applied, and with the help of these two techniques, we can produce the large quantity of Sibas seeds in ASEAN countries. Which are these two techniques for the production of the Sibas seed? Because the prerequisite of the Sibas culture is the good quality, healthy seed these are to be available and in good quantity. Quality and quantity these are to be maintained, quality and quantity these are to be proper condition, then this seed these are to be proper region, proper way these are to be grow, these are to be produced. First method, that is artificial fertilization, and second method induced spawning. With these two methods, with these two ways, the seed production, these are to be done, seed production, these are to be performed. One is the artificial fertilization by stripping method, and second is to be with the help of induced breeding by hormone injection. By hormone induced the fishes, and we can produce the good quality of fish seed. Then next, first artificial fertilization. Artificial fertilization by these fishes. How these artificial fertilization, these are to be done, these are to be seen. Spawners are caught in the natural spawning grounds. Spawners are to be caught in the natural spawning grounds. These spawners, these breeders, these are to be caught, these are to be collected from the natural grounds. The degree of maturity of the collected spawners should be immediately checked. Where these fishes, these are to be captured, collected, whether these fishes, these are to be both male and female, these are to be observed. When male and female, these are to be observed, these are to be seen, then we can, these are to be used for the artificial fertilization. Immediately these are to be checked. If the female has ripe eggs and male is in the running stage, when both male and female, these are to be ripe and running condition, first female ripe the eggs and then male, these are to be running stage. Stripping, these are to be done on a board of fishing boat. Stripping, these are to be done on a board of fishing boat. On a boat, the stripping, these are to be done. The dry method of fertilization is normally used. Again we have studied in first year artificial fertilization by stripping, and among these artificial fertilization by stripping, two methods we can employ, we can adopt. One is the dry stripping and second is the wet stripping. Dry stripping without adding water, only eggs and milk or the spermatophores, these are to be mixed slightly, delicately, and this mixing, it is to be called as the artificial fertilization by drying method. And when these eggs and milk, these are to be mixed and adding water, then it is to be called as the artificial fertilization by a stripping method with addition of water. The artificial fertilization, we have seen two methods of artificial fertilization. One is the dry stripping method and second is the wet stripping method. Dry stripping method, without adding no water, these are to be added when mixing of eggs and spermatophores. These are to be mixed without adding water, it is called as dry stripping. And wet stripping, when we can add water and mixing of eggs and mixing of spermatozoa, it is to be called as wet stripping. The dry method of fertilization is normally used in the artificial fertilization by sea bass or Lett's calcarifer. The fertilized eggs can be transferred to the hatchery for subsequent hatching. After the fertilization, after the process of, that is a dry stripping method, these fertilized eggs can be transferred to the hatchery technique for hatching purpose. Hatchery technique for hatching purpose. This is called as the artificial fertilization. With this artificial fertilization, we can produce, we can form the required quantity and quality of seed of sea bass. Then second method is induced spawning. Again we have well known, two methods are normally used for inducing sea bass to spawn in captivity, that is hormonal injections and environmental manipulation. For the induced spawning, for the induced breeding, two methods these are to be used, two methods these are to be generally followed to inducing the sea bass to spawn, to breed in captivity. Captivity for the hormonal injections to give in confined water, in confined condition, two methods these are to be adopted, two technique these are to be one. One is the hormonal injection and second is the environmental manipulation. Both these hormonal injection method and environmental manipulation method, both these method, these are to be induce the fish to spawn normally in confined water. In a confined water condition, that may be ponds, lakes or the tributaries or the rivers, in these confined water, with these hormonal injection and environmental manipulation, sea bass can be spawned, sea bass can be produced or breed the fish. Brood fish are conditioned in pre-spawning tanks. First we have select mature brooders of sea bass, then these are to be conditioned in pre-spawning tanks. Ovarian maturity of the female is checked by means of polyethylene cannula. Polyethylene cannula, these are to be done, these are to be performed. And when this polyethylene cannula, these are to be seen, these are to be occur. Here the spelling mistake, these are to be observed, camilla, not camilla, that is the polyethylene cannula, these are to be seen, these are to be occur. With this polyethylene cannula, we can identify, we can check the female fish, these are to be mature, these are to be mature. The hormones usually used to induce spawning in sea bass that produce the reliable result. Those hormones, these are to be induced, those hormones, these are to be injected to the sea bass. These hormones, these are to be perform the reliable result. One hormone, that is the pubrinogen. Second, HCG, that is human chorionic gonadotropin plus, that is PG, that is a Pierce gonadotropin or the Pimer's gonadotropin. These two hormones, these are to be injected. Then when human chorionic gonadotropin and Pierce gonadotropin, these are to be injected to the carps. When these are to be injected to the carp fish, that is LH and RH. LH luteinizing hormone and the RH, that is releasing hormone. When these hormones, these are to be injected to the sea bass, injected to the Let's calcarifer, they can spawn, they can induce a captivity in a confined water, that may be tanks or that may be rivers. Spawners are to be injected intramuscularly. Intramuscular injection, these are to be given. Again we have well known the injection, these are to be given, that is either intraperitoneal or intramuscular. For the injection, hypodermal syringe, these are to be taken. The syringe number is to be either 22, either 19 or either 24 syringe number, these are to be used depending upon the weight of the fish and depending upon the injection, these are to be given. It is to be given either intramuscularly or it is to be given either intraperitoneal. The injection, these are to be injected in the intramuscularly below the dorsal fin, intramuscularly below the dorsal fin, and intraperitoneal at the base of the pectoral fin. After injection, they should be transferred from the pre-spawning tank. After injection, these are to be given. These both mature male and female fish, these are to be kept, these are to be transferred into the pre-spawning tank to the spawning tank. Sea bass that are induced to spawn by hormones treatment will always spawn within 12 hours after the second injection. When these both male and female fish, these are to be given injection. When hormone treatment, these are to be given after 12 hours of the injection in second dose. Again we have known that, we have seen that first dose, these are to be given to the early in the morning. After first dose 8 to 9 hours, second dose, these are to be given, and after second dose, suppose fish, these are to be do not spawn, third dose is to be given to the female fish and second dose, these are to be given to the female fish at the time of second dose. First dose, these are to be given to the male fish. After 12 hours of the injection of second injection, these sea bass, these are to be spawned, these are to be breed in confined water. This is the induced spawning for this sea bass or the Let's calcarifer. Second method, that is the environmental manipulation. It is also a important method based on field observation and analysis of neutral phenomenon or natural phenomenon that occurs during the spawning period. What is meant by environmental manipulation? Environmental manipulation is nothing but the based on the field observation and analysis of natural phenomenon that occurs during the spawning period. Techniques were developed to stimulate the fish to spawn in confined water. Following steps are to be useful. Following steps, these are to be used. What is meant by environmental manipulation? Environmental manipulation is the natural process, natural phenomenon that occur after the injection, after giving the hormonal injection to the fish, and when this technique these are to be given to the fish injection, that fish can be stimulated naturally in natural manner. Which are the following steps these are to be useful? First, changing the water salinity these are to be changed to stimulate the fish migration from feeding ground to river or spawning ground. Feeding ground to spawning ground, that is, first we can stimulate the, first we can change the water salinity. What can be changed? When water salinity these are to be changed, water salinity these are to be changes, then it is to be act as a stimulation for the fish migration these are to be done. Where migration these are to be done? Migration these are to be done from feeding ground to spawning ground or the breeding ground. Feeding ground, that is river, and spawning ground, that is the sea. This is the first environmental manipulation these are to be done, these are to be occur. Second, decreasing the water temperature. When we can decrease the water temperature, it is stimulate the fish. Lowering the water temperature after rain, it is the important symptom, it is the important stimulation to the sea bass. Natural condition, after rainfall, temperature these are to be increases. Same stimulation these are to be occur in the these confined tank, confined areas where fish can be brewed. We can decrease the water temperature, ultimately fish can stimulate to spawn, to breed. And third step, lowering the water level and subsequent addition of fresh sea to tank in order to stimulate the rising tide following the moon phase. That is, lowering of the water level and subsequent addition of fresh sea water to tank into order to stimulate the rising tide flowing the moon phase. Tide these are to be occur, tidal condition these are to be occur, and when tidal condition these are to be occur in moon phase, either in full moon or new moon phase, when tide these are to be occur, when tide these are to be seen, the fish can be environmentally manipulated, and when environmental manipulation these are to be done, fish can be breed, fish can be spawn. It is called as the environmental manipulation. Then next step of the environmental manipulation, the salinity of water in pre-spawning tanks before stocking the selected spawners in 20 to 25 ppm, not ppt, ppm part per ppt, that is part per thousand. And when these are to be part per thousand, ppt these are to be occur, these are to be done. After these are to be done, these are to be, fish can be salinity these are to be maintained and fish can be bred. After stocking, 40 to 50% of the water is changed daily until a salinity of 30 to 30 ppt. What is the salinity range these are to be maintained? 30 to 30 ppt, and after stocking, 40 to 50% of water these are to be changed daily. Those water, that may be saline water, that may be fresh water, that water these are to be constantly daily 40 to 50% water these are to be changed daily, and the salinity is to be 30 to ppt, these are to be maintained, these are to be reached. There will take about 2 weeks and will stimulate the migration of the fish from its feeding ground to the spawning ground. After this condition, the fish is to be migrate from feeding ground, from the riverine source to the, from sea source for the spawning ground, and fish can be spawn, fish can be breed. It is called as the environmental manipulation. Another step, at the beginning of the new moon or full moon phase, the water temperature in the spawning tank is manipulated by reducing the water level in the tank to 30 centimeter. To increase the water level up to how much? 30 centimeter at noon, and exposing it to the sun for 2 to 3 hours. When these are to be exposed to the open sun for 2 to 3 hours, then it raises the water temperature in the spawning tank, in the spawning water bodies. When this temperature these are to be rises up to 31 to 33 degrees centigrade, then filtered sea water is to be then rapidly added. Filtered sea water is to be then rapidly added to the tank to stimulate the rising tide, and when these are to be stimulate the rising tide, in effect water temperature is drastically change to 27 to 28 degrees centigrade, and when these conditions these are to be maintained, when these conditions these are to be occur, then fish can be spawn, these can be breed, that is environmental manipulation, these are to be done, these are to be seen. Then cage and pond culture of sea bass is quite well developed in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Hong Kong and Singapore. Cage culture and pond culture of sea bass, Lett's calcarifer, is to be quite well developed, well growing in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Hong Kong and in Singapore. In these countries, this sea bass culture, cage culture, these are to be flourish and these are to be on a large scale. The success of marine cage and pond culture of sea bass and their economical viability have contributed significantly to large scale and development of these aquaculture system. That's why success and importance of this sea bass culture in cages and ponds in economical viability have been contributed significantly on large scale development of these aquaculture system. The difference between cage and pond culture, that fry of 5 centimeter size from the hatchery can be stocked direct into the pond, whereas in cage culture that can be nursed, the 5 centimeter fry, it is to be nursed into the nursery pond up to the 10 to 12 centimeter, and then after attaining 12 centimeter size, these fry finger, when these are to be attained 10 to 12 centimeter, it is to be called as fingerling, and then these fingerling these are to be stocked into the nursery pond for the nursing, stock into the cages, and then these are to be stocked into the cages, and then artificial food these are to be supplied. Artificial food, that may be trash fish, artificial food that may be supplementary food material, artificial food that may be rice bran, cow dung, wheat bran, then wheat red dog, wheat meal dog, varieties of artificial food these are to be supplied, these are to be provided to the these culture technique culture, and presently a semi moist diet is to be used for the sea bass culture, which is to be give good result for the culture of sea bass, for the culture of these Lett's calcarifer. This semi moist diet is to be most suited and most economical for the development of the sea bass culture or the Lett's calcarifer culture. These conditions these are to be done, these are to be performed. Then rearing of fry. After the all these conditions, rearing of fry these are to be done. The fry are either collected from natural sources or from the hatcheries. These fry these are to be collected from natural source or the hatcheries. The fry are reared in nursery ponds for 15 to 30 days until they reach fingerlings. These fry these are to be reared in nursery ponds for 15 to 30 days until they reach the fingerlings. The fingerlings are cultured in stocking ponds until they get marketable size. It is called as rearing of fry. Then rearing of fingerlings. The culture of fingerling these are to be taken place in stocking ponds. The culture has two phases, as preparation of ponds or pre-stocking management, and second phase is to be post-stocking management. That is preparation of ponds or pre-stocking management, and second is the post-stocking management. The management is similar to that of the other fish culture, post-stocking and the pre-stocking management. With this rearing of fingerlings, we can rear the fingerlings, and these fingerlings then these are to be kept into the culture tanks, culture site, where it is to be cultured in cages or where it is to be cultured in the ponds or the tanks. In this way, with the various methods, this good game fish, sea bass, Asian bass or the Asian perch can be cultured in commercial manner and increase the sea bass fish production. As the result, fish production these are to be performed. As the fish cultured in fish farm, fish culture is by improved technical support, by improved techniques, modern tools and support techniques, we can encourage the total fisherman in a new ways, in a new manner to increase these sea bass culture and to increase this sea bass culture. Ultimately, our earning these are to be earned, and with this varieties of these sea bass these are to be grow, these are to be cultured, and we can increase the sea bass production. With this sea bass culture, these are to be done in both fresh water as well as the brackish water. Here we have seen, here we have completed. Hope you have understood. We have better understand. Suppose any problem, please ask. Thank you.